I've got nothing to talk about and I want to talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And I was supposed to be posting a podcast every day for Lent. And well, if you haven't noticed, I haven't done that. But why? Because I got nothing to fucking talk about. Every time I've started doing a podcast, I'm like, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't even have anything to talk about. I'll just sit here and my brain will just be like, beep. And it would just, there's nothing in my brain that will come out on this fucking laptop. And it's sort of like a writer's block. So I figured I was just going to come clean with you guys and express my, hey, I'm sorry. I have nothing to talk about. And I think a part of it is like, I didn't even want to do this because I was like, oh, how meta of me that I have nothing to talk about. So I'm going to talk about not having anything to talk about, but I still have nothing to talk about. So we're just going to keep rambling. I'm going to get to a point actually. So I felt like if I have nothing to talk about, then I'm just going to shut the fuck up and not do it. But here's the thing is that even if I have nothing to talk about, my brain's still on 1,000. My brain still has ideas. My brain still is moving forward. And I want to share that with you guys that not everything that goes on in my brain needs to be put into a fucking podcast. Not everything that goes on in my brain needs to be put on an Instagram post or a YouTube video or a LinkedIn post or whatever it is that I'm doing. But I think this is a part of the process. And I thought, oh, I could talk about that because this is a part of the process. There are certain gaps in my podcast where I just had nothing to say. Like, I honestly sit down here at my desk thinking, okay, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to share? And just nothing comes in. And that's a good time to quit. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who would take that as like a, well, I'm done talking, so I'm just gonna quit. I'm out of the habit now, so I'm just gonna quit. But that's not how it works. Okay. One of the biggest things that like I always talk about is that, perfection is what's going to kill you. If you believe that you have to be perfect at something, it's going to kill whatever dream it is that you have, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a new job, whether it's a relationship. If you believe that you are perfect or can attain perfection, then you're just setting yourself up for failure from the very beginning. And the hardest part of letting go and not being perfect is the idea that, well, if I'm not perfect, the first time I screw up, I'm going to quit. So I have to try to be perfect. I have to get this like perfect streak, post every day, post 10-minute long podcast, post 10-minute long videos, have 1,000 likes, or else, nobody will love me. Nobody will look at my posts. Why am I doing it? I'm just speaking into the ether. I'm just wishing stuff that's never going to happen. And here's the problem with that is that the people you see who have succeeded, their track record is not one of perfection. So you're holding yourself to a standard that does not exist. Okay. That's first and foremost. But the second part of that is that your brain has to be able to overcome those things. Like, for instance, the struggle with me right now is feeling like the things that are in my brain are not good enough to put onto a podcast. And that's a form of self-sabotage. I sit there and I'm like, oh, yeah, but I can only talk about it for like 2, 3 minutes. Like, that's not really a good topic. Or, oh, they're not going to want to hear about that. We don't really talk about that. Oh, they don't want to hear about my dinner last night. Or they don't want to hear about, this other thing that I'm doing that has nothing to do with mindset. Like, I have convinced myself that these other things that I find valuable, you're not going to find valuable. And in that, I'm self-sabotaging because, again, I don't think that you guys want to hear it. But again, it's not even about being perfect. It's about when you find that you have done something that is out of alignment, it's getting right back to it and seeing what else it is that you can do. Hence why we're talking about me not having anything to talk about. So the point is two things. One, you're never going to be perfect. And two, when you finally come to the realization that you're not going to be perfect and there's going to be slip ups, you have to strengthen your mind to be like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Okay, fuck it. I'm going to keep going. Okay, fuck it. I'm going to try again. Okay, fuck it. This meant nothing. I'm going to do it one more time. And one more time is probably going to be 1,000 more tries. I mean, do you know how many times I tried to diet before I actually got my shit together a few years ago? Do you know how many times I started going to the gym, but then quit? Do you know how many times I started to make YouTube videos and quit? Do you know how many Instagram pages I've had? Do you know, like, I could list them all off. Do you know how many businesses I started? Man, one of these days I gotta write them all down. I'm pretty sure that it's in the 20s or 30s that I have started, and all of them went nowhere. So, what is it about perfection that is keeping you from not posting and just sharing your struggle? Just share, hey, this is the shit I'm going through, and this is how I'm processing it, and this is what I plan on doing about it. For me, it was talking about my struggle. For me, it was just hitting record. For me, it's just gonna post this shit online, and whoever hears it, and whoever doesn't, well, so be it. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm not here to have billions of listens and follows. I'm here to help the one person who actually is going to listen to this. Hi, Mom. I'm just kidding. It's probably going to be me later on. Point is, keep going. Push yourself hard because what you want is on the other side of this little hiccup. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.